Peace. Peace, family. Let me start by saying woman, child, and man, cosmos, earth, eternal light, each one reach one. This is how we grow. I see you, my brothers and sisters. Protect yourself at all times with knowledge, sunlight, chlorophyll, distilled water, 3D human free. Prolifically me. Divine gene for life. Some blood, some blood, some blood. I am not black. It's not about one love. It's about whole love, peace, and abundance. Let me start by just diving into all the messages, all the gratitude, all the appreciation from many family, friends, online associates, some even strangers I don't even know. I want to just make it very clear, right? Because I know a lot of people have questions. How did you get in the predicament that you're in, first of all? And that's a long story. I would say for those that are interested in learning how I got to this predicament, I would say go to my YouTube. I have to upload many more videos, but please go subscribe to my YouTube. It is prolific_G. That is my YouTube. To speak to those in the comments that said they understand and they feel me, to those that gave the likes, again, I just want to say gratitude, because I know a lot of y'all have many questions outside of how I got here. But what type of person am I, right? For him to even be out here in the predicament that he's in. What I can say is what I'm not, right? So I'm not a drug addict. I'm not out here just trying to be a narcissist and ask for attention. In no way, in shape, or form am I aligned with any of that in that manner. Again, as I said before, where I align myself is with righteousness, truth, and peace. Those things being stated, I do not align myself with certain religious ideologies. So for those that may, say bless you or, pray on it, such things like that, I have nothing against you, but I do not vibrate in that frequency. Respectfully. Also, for those that would like to provide me advice, just give me good motivational words, of encouragement, I want to say thank you again, because during these times I do need it. But do me the honors of those that do send those type of motivational, encouraging words. Please do so by putting it in the comments. Do not message me, inbox me, saying, it's all okay and stuff like that. Because the way I look at it, when you message me, I'm thinking you're trying to have a personal conversation with me. And to say such things, that you could simply put in the comment section, we can align ourselves with that. Again, respectfully, because I know how the way I articulate myself, it can be, from my previous videos, it can be a bit, extreme. So that being said, again, I have to say respectfully. Also, for those that would look to help me in my situation that I'm in, first of all, again, I want to say gratitude. I can't explain how grateful I am just for those that reached out. Some I haven't spoken to for years. So I want to say how you can help me. I do not, let me just clarify, I do not have a Cash App. Cash App don't fuck with me, long story short. What I do have is Venmo, and I do have, I believe, Apple Pay. And I'm not saying I request money. I'm not saying that. But for those that would like to donate, I'm trying to give you a direction of where you could put, your value and appreciation. So that being said, I do have a Venmo, and it's called prolific_G. Any donations that you would like to give to me to help me along my journey would be greatly appreciated. Now, for those that are wondering why I'm in the predicament that I'm in, I'm choosing to be in this predicament because I believe, again, that the truth is in our children. They are growing up in a world right now, but they, unbeknownst to them, had to follow suit because their parents or their ancestors told them to do so. And as y'all can see in today's society, the youth don't give a fuck about any one of y'all, let alone their attention span is. So it shows. Being that is, this is why I separated myself from society, to give me peace of mind, because I always tell people, no matter who I've engaged with throughout my life, I've always made this statement very much known, that your sanity matters most. Your sanity matters most. So being that is, I had to separate from society in order to do what I'm doing, which is I am in the midst right now, which is why I come back and forth to the library at the Salisbury Mall every single day, or at least every day that I can. I think I probably missed maybe 3 or 4 days out of the time that I've been homeless from coming to the mall. And regardless of that, my goal is to remind our youth and even other like-minded individuals of themselves, who they are, why they are, how they are. Such things like that I've learned to take action into creating an app, because I know our youth really don't give a damn about many things that many of our elders found use for, like books. They don't find use for that. So I'm trying to create me an app in which I can enlighten our youth through curriculums, through reflection journals, and many other modules, tests that I can provide to them to help enlighten them. Now, my goal through that enlightenment is to just allow them to value who they are, right? In a society that tells you to not value anything about you. Being that is the goal I'm trying to create, and for those that are interested, is a Facebook page called Self Initiative, right? Self Initiative, which stands for Self Sovereign Existence, Learning/Living Freely, right? Now, mind you, in me creating this, not just an app, right? But in me creating this, I'm working on a few ebooks as well, just to pass along for free. And again, I only ask for any donation for those that are willing. I want to say gratitude and thank you. Now, in me doing so, right, I know you guys are curious on what got me to this point. Then I would say go to my YouTube. Any questions you may have, feel free to message me. I don't mind answering, but just keep in mind that I must reserve my energy, because I understand that me connecting with each and everybody, I don't have the time for anymore. So forgive me if I don't act on your message immediately, but I will take time to respond, so forgive me for that. I want to also make it clear that I'm not just working on this app. I want to, in some way acquire some land, right? I want to acquire some land so I can teach other individuals, whether it's the youth or, my brothers and sisters. I want to encourage them how to live sovereignly, live off the land, self-sustainably. I say so because in today's society, with what's coming moving forward, and especially with the bill that just came out or just been signed, we have a lot to do. And how we start is by getting active in nature. That's my personal opinion. Who am I to tell you how to be? But for those that vibrate with the frequency, those that vibrate with the frequency that I was on, or that I still am, it's just I'm not expressing that. But being the fact that I was on that frequency, I want to just say, those that vibrate with that, please support me in that process as well. And it's not just land ownership. It's not just, an app. I want to create me a collective of like-minded individuals that would help encourage our youth to do just what we're talking about. Separating from society, not through violence, but through intelligence, right? Through knowing who you are. Being that is, I'll be honest with y'all. I know you're like, well, that's a lot said. It is. Unfortunately, it's much harder to be done. So, in me saying such things, I'm also reaching out to many others, again, that are like-minded and would want to build such a community. Because I know, I always say this, woman, child, and man, cosmos and earth, eternal light, each one, reach one. That is how we grow. I say that because I want to send out the frequency, letting it be known that we all matter. And because we exist, there's a reason for it. Me personally, I would like individuals that resonate with the frequency to join me. For those that would like to question it or challenge it, I don't mind. I don't mind engaging with you, but just keep in mind that, again, I do not want to vibrate on some low vibrational frequency. I'm good on that. So if you do feel the need to engage with me, please do so with value and appreciation and genuine concern. Being that is, now you know what I've been up to. Now you know what my goals are. Hopefully through knowing what I'm doing, and understanding that my goal is to only, again, connect with like-minded individuals. I'll be honest, I'm not business savvy. I don't know much about branding. I want to create me many books, I don't know how to do such things, but throughout this time of me being with myself, I'm in the process of learning. It doesn't mean I'm not asking for help, because I genuinely would love it. But don't mind me if I ask you a good 1,000 questions to confirm your genuine soul. That being said, please keep in mind, I very much want to say thank you for all the love and appreciation. Once again, gratitude unto you and all that you do. I'll be honest with y'all, that day was like the day I basically got into the predicament that I'm in now. It was a life changer, and even now I look back and I say gratitude. So I want to say thank you again for those that received the message. They tapped into the same frequency and they understood what my message was. So I want to say thank you again. I don't know, again, what I'll be doing, how I'll be getting some things done, because I know people sent me some places and stuff, considering, like I said, I don't have a car. Just to give y'all some insight, I don't have a car. My phone is off. I do not have a home. However, I have built me a shelter. For those that follow me, you know how I've gotten to that point. I don't have any money and I can't acquire me a job. So through these difficulties, for those that know of many ways to help, I would greatly appreciate it. Just keep in mind that I'm not just going to go along with anything. Again, I'm very much aware of who's around me and their intentions. So this is why I am the way that I am. So again, I just want to say thank you. And for those that are interested, have any more questions and want to know how to help, like I said, you can message me on Venmo. You can tap in with me on Apple Pay. You can tap in with me through Messenger. You can tap in through me, or tap in with me on Instagram. You can tap in with me in many different ways. So when you do, or however you do, I greatly appreciate it. Let me just also say, forgive me. I'm by the mall, so you will hear a bit of ignorance around me. However, I don't blame them. They don't know that this is a serious moment for me, and I don't know what their conversation is about, so who am I to judge? Let me just state that, but being that this is how it is in nature, everything goes on around you, and you have to know how to focus and align yourself, discipline your mind to only focus on what the task is at hand. Being that is, y'all can tell I got ADHD because I'm easily distracted with me looking around everywhere. But having anxiety, honestly, isn't a bad thing. I believe for those that look at it as a bad thing, there's also a polaric view. I would say that I have a hypersensitive, level of awareness. So, that being said, again, I don't even know where to go from here, but I just want to say thank you. And I know y'all probably looking like, is that the same shirt he had on? Yes. Okay. I don't do a lot, so I ain't gotta be sitting here wearing the same or changing my clothes every single day. For y'all that think I stink, yeah, you're lying. I'm not. I don't. I know how to keep myself. Let's just say I keep my hygiene at an all-time high. So you don't have to worry about that for those that are concerned. And for those that are helping me behind closed doors, know that I'm grateful, Know that I'm grateful. Just stop doing it behind closed doors. With that being said, gratitude unto you and everything that you do. Peace, power, love, and light. Until next time.